Hello and welcome to Beyond the Gates, a new D&D actual play podcast. Welcome to our latest episode. My name is Jacob Breaux, and I'll be your dungeon master, and I am joined today by our four fearless heroes. Players, please introduce yourselves.
My name is Adam Baeza. I am playing the level 3 fighter, half-elf, Rowanel of Tarsus.
I am Mitchell Butter Caldwell. I am playing Irit Hardstar, a level 3 Ascendant Dragon Monk.
Hello, my name is Bryleigh Myers, and I'm playing a level 3 bard named Aster Laveau.
Hi, my name is Chelsea Willis, and I play Hope Bright Shadow, a level 3 cleric.
Awesome. So yeah, welcome back. So players, when we last ended, bags were put over your head, and you were knocked unconscious, and you heard some words from Captain Indy, calling back to, the first time that you guys met Captain Indy, and Aster had said business recognizes business, and Captain Indy called back to that. So you wake up. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, everyone.
Hope has a 15.
A 15?
I got an 18 plus 1, so a 19.
Okay.
7 plus 1, 8.
I have a 13.
Everyone go ahead and mark a long rest. You've been unconscious for several hours at this point.
I feel like you did that because you knew if we didn't, we were going to die.
I'll never tell.
You don't know that.
I'll never tell.
That's why I feel it.
Who am I? I'll never tell. XOXO, Gossip Girl.
Okay. So everyone but Ruinel. Who all has dark vision, please remind me?
Aster.
1, 2, 3. Hope you have it as well?
Yeah.
Irit.
Okay. Ruinel, maybe that's why you're struggling a little bit to perceive. I'll start with the things that everyone can tell. You have none of your equipment except for your basic clothes, and you are all in individual cages that are hanging, steel cages. Everyone else can also tell that you're in a very, very large room, and you know that because you can barely see anything aside from the ground directly below you. So it has to be, because normally your vision, you can see what?
60.
Yeah, 60 feet, but so you can see a good ways, even in pitch black. And you cannot see anything aside from what's directly below you. And what's directly below you is that every, 5 or so minutes, you see people in full-plated armor that are passing underneath you, carrying torches, passing from one end of the room to the other.
You said, would Ruinel have her chainmail shirt, or would that be?
No, Ruinel would just have her basic clothing.
All right, I'm just checking.
Does Ruinel have her arm?
Yes.
I bet. She better.
Considering that it is attached and part of her, it is still there.
Suddenly just see a raccoon running under us with a wooden arm in its hands.
Oh, no.
Oi!
I need that guy's arm.
So how far, how high up are we?
About...
I mean, we can see the floor, and our dark vision dies at 6, so it has to be within 60 feet.
Not necessarily, because there are patches of light.
Oh, okay.
So you're about 100 feet in the air.
Jeez.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not good.
And so the last thing we know is Captain
Indy said
Captain
business
Indy
is business.
betrayed us, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does the cage open as a standard door out, along the walls of the cage, or is it a drop down door? If it opens,
It's from the top.
it's from the top. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the cage if the cage were to open, would it fall or just?
No, it does have a hinge. So it's, think kind of like a bird cage, right? Like a cartoon-esque bird cage that's got the dome top with the cylinder bottom half. So where that hinge is, it would open between the cylindrical part and the dome part, and open almost kind of like a can would,
All right.
A can of beans or something.
All right. Are our hands bound?
No, your hands are not bound.
All right. I have a great idea. Can I use Rowanel's arm to try and pick to extend out to wherever the lock is and pick it?
Yes, you can't see the lock. So
Or can I just roll just try and find it on the cage first then?
sure.
Okay.
How close am I to Ruinel?
Yeah. Because I think you and I have the same idea.
You're all within about 10 feet of each other.
Because I can cast message and help guide Ruinel
No.
to the lock.
I was just going to be a little to the left, a little to the right, up, down.
Yeah. Well, because with casting message, then somebody wouldn't hear us actively trying to get out of it. That's why. We don't see anything above us at all, just where the chain connects to the ceiling.
Connects, yeah.
Do we see or
Wait, the space that we're in, I think we're in a pocket dimension because we can't, I mean, like we've got 60 feet of dark vision in either direction. So that's at least 120 feet. The ship was 100 feet from bow to stern.
Well, it feels like we've been asleep for a long time. I feel pretty rested, so there's entirely possible that...
Because we established it was
Hold
going to be
on.
a short rest for us to get to
Y'all
the
aren't talking
island.
in character. I figured y'all were metagaming.
I know, I just thought about it, and I was like, oh, shoot. we're
Sorry.
not
No,
voices.
it's fine. You don't.
My thought process is we knew that if we took a short nap that we would get to the isle. But if we've been asleep, like if we know we've been asleep longer than that, we might be we're either still in the ship somewhere or we've been put somewhere else. But like having seen the pocket dimension of the chest, like I don't know. I feel like we're still on the ship. We're just in something.
So you actually went inside the pocket dimension in the ship,
Yes.
and you would know that it's not nearly this big.
The house is not this
The
big.
house is not this big.
But that's one chest.
That's true. That's very true.
And we've established that they're a smuggler ship. Or you established that they're a smuggler
Yes,
ship.
it is a smuggling ship.
So, like, if they're smuggling, but they're trying not to get caught, I feel like there's a lot more pocket dimension chests on the ship. Just a thought. Carrying on.
Yeah, we can't be sure of either one, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we kind of, like, circled around each other? Are we in a line?
You're circled around.
We're
each
circled
other.
around
Yeah.
each other.
Or squared, because there's 4 of you.
Is there
Yeah.
anybody else besides us?
There is one more. Yeah.
One more person.
So there's 5 cages.
There's 5 cages. The one's in the middle.
Okay. But there
Is
is
it
someone
empty?
occupying that?
Mhm.
Well, this isn't good.
Currently unconscious.
Currently unconscious. Let me see. What spells do I have?
I'm
Hey.
trying to
Hey, you.
what?
Not you.
I can't see.
Hey, sleeping one.
Well, he can't tell they're sleeping either.
Can I try to swing my cage? Or, can I try to swing my cage and, like, bump into the sleeping one?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll me, like, what do you think? Wait, does the athletics check sound fair?
That sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
15 plus 5, a dirty 20.
Yeah, a dirty 20, he'll do it. So he wakes up. He wakes up and he just looks at you. He doesn't say anything. He just looks at you. You can tell that he's probably not really sure what's going on either. He looks a little uncertain.
Who are you?
Uh,
Who are you?
um,
Who are you?
hold on, I wrote it down.
Do any of us recognize this person?
Who are you?
It's Indy's brother Jones.
It's not spelled like
It's-
I-N-D-I-E.
It's her
Oh,
sister
that was what I was
Anna.
thinking the entire time.
Yeah, it's her sister Anna.
Yeah.
Indy and Anna.
No, it's Indy with an E.
Who are you?
Can you stop yelling?
Who are you?
Maurice. Who are you?
My name is Irit.
Irit, huh? What are you lot doing here?
I was about to
tell
ask you
us.
the same thing.
Do I look like I have any more information than you? I'm locked up just the same.
Do you know how long you've been here?
A couple days, probably. I'm not really sure. Time kind of passes weird when there's literally nothing to look at all day.
Did they fade you?
What?
Did they fade you?
What?
All right, I guess that's
Food.
the answer.
Food. Have you been
Food.
fed?
I mean, a stale piece of bread every now and then, but not too much.
Well, we won't starve, probably.
Probably.
All right.
Can I ask, how did you end up on this ship?
Ship? What ship?
The friendship ship.
The communist, not communist, friendship, not friendship.
Wait,
Ship.
We
Do
don't
you-
know if we're on the
wait.
ship anymore, though.
do you know where you are? Do you know where we are?
The worst place imaginable. The Isles of Exile.
Well,
First time?
well, we got here. That's step 0 at least.
This is not the way we wanted to get here.
But we
You-
are here.
You wanted to come here?
Not really, but it was worth a shot.
Listen, there was a box from the gods.
That sounds like a wild goose chase, doesn't it?
That's what I said.
Hope you wanna tap in here?
Yeah, I was literally going to say, have you seen a squirrel with a box?
A squirrel with a box. I don't believe.
How about a vole with a box?
Doesn't ring a bell.
A flying horse with a box.
No, doesn't ring a bell, unfortunately.
What was the last thing you remember before being in here?
I don't remember much, actually. I'm kind of struggling to remember where I was before here. I got shipped back, but I don't know.
Wait, shipped back from where?
From here. If you know, typically whenever you're sent here, you're meant to stay here. Unfortunately for some of us, if we try to leave, we get sent right back.
Wait, did you like escape?
Oh, I tried. Yeah, I did.
How'd you do it?
Well, you know, I wasn't in a hanging cage last time, so that's a little bit of a predicament, isn't it?
Well, we won't stay here for long.
Oh, yeah, I hope. You and me both.
Maurice, where are you from?
Phileros.
Where?
You would recognize Phileros. Actually,
Okay,
most
actually,
of you would, I think. It's another continent in Plana. Where are you lot from?
Also Phileros.
Fellow traveler of the worst place on the world, I guess. Welcome aboard, sailor.
I am a natural Amber Grovian.
Amber Grove. Haven't heard of that place before.
She's a little weird.
That's alright.
It's a little place in the middle of nowhere.
That's fun. I wish I was from a little place in the middle of nowhere. Didn't have to go through this.
I'm from Menteratus.
Been there once or twice myself. Not a bad place. I hear they got this cool horse stable.
You know about my horses?
Who?
Terry, Barry, Larry, Harry.
Never heard of them. I've heard of Robert, Bobbert, Hobbert, and Tobbert.
Those are my rivals.
Yeah.
You heard about them, but not me.
Yeah, sorry. Unfortunately, I just guess your horses weren't quite up to the task.
Irrit, like, kind of sulks into the corner of his cage.
And the cage tips.
Well, gang, this has been fun, but I think using the arm is still the best way to get out of here.
The arm? What? Oh.
Your arm.
You got a fancy arm or something, kid?
Yeah. I guess we can go with that.
You know we're going to have to guide her.
I can't see.
Because she can't see.
Well, first things first, you stick your hand outside of the cage.
So Ruinell's going to stick her arm out of the cage. Okay. And, well, first off, actually, can I look for like any like chains, like I guess like chains that would be used to pull us up into the air, or and that way I can try and lower us back down to the ground.
Well, you can't see anything.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
Asta,
Yes.
do you see any chains around here that we can use to lower us down to the ground?
Okay. Roll investigation for me.
Hold, please. That's a dirty 20, friends.
Yeah, you can see that there is one chain, but it's also like rigged up against the wall, so you can't easily reach it.
Can I?
Possibly. I don't know. You'll have to roll for it. Also, being blind is like basically blind is not going to help. But so you're all suspended from 4 chains. Then there's a chain that where they connect at the top to the ceiling, there's a chain that runs along the ceiling to it. It ends up going to darkness. You can't see the end of the chain.
Yeah, there's a chain not too far that I think you could reach, but I'm going to have to try and guide you to it.
Alrighty. Do none of you magic users have anything that can cast light?
No.
Then why did you even learn magic?
Okay, first of all,
Irrit.
if you want magic, you can learn it yourself.
Believe me, I've tried.
Must have failed.
Kind of points his face up and then does a Breath of the Dragon Fire Edition.
Okay.
It's the 2-hit. It's a dexterity saving throw. Mm-hmm. I'm not really trying to hit anything, just kind of trying to light up enough to where Ruinell can see.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, this is going to draw way too much attention. Like,
you just see a random blast of fire. Whoosh,
yeah.
And the guards are like, huh.
Yeah, so I'm going to roll perception for the guards.
The guards aren't here.
They keep passing underneath you.
Yeah.
Every 5 minutes, though.
Yeah. Y'all been talking for a while.
Yeah, you would have to time it.
Yeah. Do you want to try and time it?
Yeah, to where the guards, like, aren't here.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what I would have you roll for that.
Oh my gosh, don't hit the chain. Don't hit the chain. You'll
Well,
melt the
because
chain.
the guards have the torches, so well,
That's true. You can see them. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just let you do it.
But if we can see the torches, wouldn't they be able to see his fire breath?
Yes.
which is why I'm waiting for them to not
be visible.
there.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and.
Wow.
Okay, so you breathe fire or shoot out your hands or what is it?
So it is when you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of the attacks with an exhalation of draconic energy in either a 20-foot cone or a 30-foot line that is 5 feet wide.
Okay.
Player choice. Choose a damage type: acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Make a dexterity saving throw against your key save DC. There's really it's meant for attack, but I'm not using it as an attack.
Okay. You light up the area, and Ruinel, you can see now where that chain runs to.
All right.
You can't see where it runs to, but you can see it now.
Okay. All right. So lowering the chain could bring us all the way back down to the ground. All right. So now that we know we can get down, now we can try and at least focus on unlocking the doors.
Yeah.
Because if we get all the way down there and then we're still stuck by the time they come back.
Yeah.
All right. And then also I can see at least I can see. Can I see the locks on their cages?
I would say it would
He
be.
can't see anything.
You can't see anything, so you would have had
Well,
to
yeah, but
try.
what about the light?
It was just a blast of fire, right?
Okay.
You trying to do something like this, and then Maurice actually is able to light a torch nearby.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a little bit of light. So see if this helps.
All right. Does it?
Yes, it helps.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Go ahead and roll me a new perception check with the dim lighting.
Well, it's gonna be worse.
But okay, so it's dim lighting. Can I brighten it with my taumaturgy?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's just a torch.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna cast taumaturgy,
Bad roll.
Okay.
so it brightens it up, so it's a little bit easier for her to see.
I rolled a 2. Plus 1, so 3.
Well,
Go ahead and roll with advantage now because she
Right.
just made it brighter for you.
if we both cast
Please
thaumaturgy on it.
be a good roll. I'm tired of getting bad rolls. 15 plus 1, 16.
Yeah. Okay. So you can now see where the hinge locks
Right.
are, or where they would be. They're welded together.
So I can't just pick the lock and be done with it.
No.
I have an idea.
And that is?
What if we get lower to the ground first? Like as soon as they pass us next, we start lowering to the ground, and then maybe Eric can melt us out of it?
I got 2 more uses of this.
Or
Oh.
we can be cooked and fried in our own cages.
Do you think you can melt through one of them?
Do you have anything that can get us out of this?
I can use my draconic strike to see if I can use acid and melt it out.
Well, hurry up now. Give it a shot.
All right. Would you like me to roll?
Wait, we need to get lower to the
Yeah.
ground first
Yeah.
because we
Yeah.
are all gonna
Yeah, let me
feel
let-
that
yeah.
hit if we
Let me
drop
go-
that low.
No, because I
Well-
imagine the way that the cage is, it's got the top, and then it's got the hinge here, and the lock's on this side. It would open it this way if it's still hanging.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're each in separate cages as well. So what Ear is doing is affecting his cage, not yours.
Okay.
All right, so let me go ahead and...
I just figured we'd get lower to the ground so we don't take 100 fall damage just in case.
All right, let me go ahead and...
I mean, Ear didn't say he was jumping out of the cage.
I'm just saying.
Didn't.
All right.
I don't know if this would work, but if Hope cast spiritual weapon and used it on the cage to try to break,
Yeah, you can absolutely try that. Yeah.
because it was saying on a creature, and I didn't know if
No, I mean you can go ahead and we'll treat.
it's going to create noise though.
That is true.
Just like an attack roll.
Yeah, just give me an attack roll with the acid.
9 plus 5. 14.
14.
No,
Yeah, that'll
yeah.
hit.
Okay.
So you're able to melt through a section.
Okay. Can I melt through enough to where I could climb on top of the cage?
Yes, in theory you could. Yeah, you would have to keep striking it and melting through it, but you would be able to.
I want to, as Hope, I want to summon the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
It's a 21 to hit, but while I'm going to hit it, I want to cast Thaumaturgy like far away so that whenever I hit it, it sounds at the same time, and the guards will probably be distracted by the...
Interesting. Okay, go ahead and roll deception for that.
Deception.
Deception for Thaumaturgy.
Disgrace.
Can you not sing?
It's a 24.
Okay, yeah, no, so yeah, you feel good about it. I'm not gonna tell you if it works or not, but you feel good about it.
So it's a 21 to hit the cage.
Where are you getting the 21 from?
I rolled for the spiritual weapon to hit the cage.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that
Yeah,
the
like
armor
it-
class for the cage was 21, and I was like,
no,
oh, I didn't
I was like
14
real
just hit.
confused there.
Yeah.
No,
Your
I
cage is
rolled
stronger
for
than
distraction and to hit.
Okay, yeah, you're able to strike it. Go ahead and roll damage.
It would be a 10.
Okay, so whenever you do that, which way are you hitting it? Like, are you trying to hit it from the inside or the outside?
Well, I've cast. Once again, I made it into a maze, and
Okay.
it's on the outside, and it's hitting from the outside.
Hitting from the outside. So whenever that happens, are you hitting towards the other, like, you're hitting from the outside of your cage. So if you're 1, 2, 3, if you're in a pattern of 5, like a 5 on a dice, right? So there's 1 in the middle and then 4 in each corner. Are you hitting in towards the other players, or are you hitting out? Does that make sense?
If my lock is towards the other players, then I would be hitting myself away from them.
It's welded shut.
Well, I'm hitting the weld to try to break the weld.
Okay. Yeah. So you get swung a little bit towards one of the other players. I believe it's Irit's cage, and
Catch me.
and then you swing back down. But yeah, you make a little bit of a dent in it.
It's 10 damage.
Yeah.
You can roll to acid punch again.
Sure.
4 plus 5.
That one doesn't hit either. I don't know how you're missing the cage, but
It's dark, man. Can I go ahead and try and start lowering us down a little bit?
yeah, you can try.
All right. What are there any modifiers to that or?
Let's do sleight of hand again.
All right. 19 plus 1, dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll work. So you successfully get it about. What was the range on your last one that we did? It was like 60 feet
Yeah.
for your hand.
Yeah, about 60 feet.
So you're able to get your arm about 60 feet, and you can't find the end of it, but you're able to get your arm a good ways towards the end of the chain, or what you would assume would be the end of the chain. And so, what are you trying to pull on it, or?
Yeah, trying to pull up so we can start being lowered down to the ground.
Okay. You can either do strength, or if you want to do, like if you're trying to be quiet about it, roll with disadvantage.
Can I time it with the guards?
Sure.
Okay. Can I use so just straight strength or
Just
like
do- yeah, just
athletics
do a
or
strength roll.
Okay.
Or if you want to use athletics, sure.
Okay, because athletics has a +3 modifier.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
15 plus 3, 18.
That'll work. So you're able to loosen the chain and actually like separate it from where it's pinned on the wall, where it's bolted on the ceiling, and you're able to loosen it, and you have a good grasp of it. So yeah, I don't know what you're planning to do with it, but
Just starting to lower us down a little bit.
okay. How are you gonna do that?
Now that the chain's unpinned, does it naturally want to start letting go?
Yes.
Okay. So just I was thinking either just like doing a quick like free fall and catch, or not free fall and catch, but just like
To rip your arm out? Free falling.
probably fine. Or just kind of
Yeah. So
is my hand
sounds
is
like
my arm
strength checks is what it
Okay.
sounds like.
So here's the thing. It is heavy. However, it's on a pulley, right? So it's
Yeah.
not as difficult
Yeah, it's
as
not
it
as
would
heavy.
normally be
yeah.
if you were just trying to pull them straight up.
Yeah.
So it's like theater curtain.
Yes.
Yes. It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to lower, how are you going to try and lower yourself?
Can I can I guess just like inch my hand I guess down like just like inch my hand down the chain, kind of like a gradual decline?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check?
Oh gosh. All right. 18 plus 1, 19.
Okay, so you're able to start lowering yourself down pretty well.
It's one chain for all of us though, isn't it? Or is
Correct,
Okay,
yes.
so we're all
so
starting to lower
all
slowly.
5 of you are connected with the one
Yeah,
chain.
the one chain.
Yeah.
All right, so we're all starting to lower.
Think almost like a chandelier.
Yeah.
So you're starting to lower, and I'm going to go ahead and roll perception for the guards because they are headed back this way.
I'm going to go ahead and try to acid punch again.
Okay, go ahead.
Natural 17.
Okay, that works. So I'll say at this point you're able to. Have you been punching at like just the side of the cage or the hinge?
The side.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to get a chunk of the steel bar out. You could fit through it now at this point.
All right, cool.
I'm going to hit my weld again with
Okay.
my spirit weapon. 22.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's an 8 plus 3.
So you're able to break your chain, and so Ruinel, why don't you go ahead and give me another sleight of hand check to see if you can hold on now that all this external force is being attached to the cages.
You're supposed to stay still. 16 plus 1, 17.
Okay, you're able to swing it. So y'all keep lowering, and the guards did notice you.
Did?
They did.
I want to break free.
So by the time you finish lowering, they will be there.
Okay. While we're continuing to lower, can I crawl out and like crawl on top of my cage?
Yes,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm crawling out.
How many guards are there?
there are 2 that you can see.
Okay. I am going to, and they're within range now.
They will be by the time you hit the ground. We'll go ahead and say that they're in range. We'll go ahead and say that y'all are about to hit the ground.
Okay. As soon as they're within range of me, I'm going to upcast at 2nd level charm person.
Okay.
Which means I can attempt to charm both of them.
Okay.
And it's a wisdom save. DC 13.
Okay, they both fail. So they're charmed.
So, charm person, you attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a whiz save throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it, which they are not. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Okay.
Okay. So Aster is going to look at them and say, "Hello, friends. We've been waiting for you. Can you get me out of this, please?"
For us?
Yeah, you.
For us? Just us?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of nice.
She's not charming.
We've been waiting. We've been waiting for you to come back. I saw you from up there, and I said, I want to go talk to
Before
them.
it wears off.
I mean, we're not. We're just kind of. We're just chilling. We're just doing our jobs, walking back and forth.
What's your name, darling?
Greg.
Greg. And then she looks at the other one. What's your name, sweetie?
Deg.
I like that. Deg.
Well, Greg, Dag, I'd really like to be able to have a, like a closer, more friendly conversation with you. Can you let me out of this?
No, it's welded shut. We don't have the tools to break through that.
And while before we hit the ground, but while we were still going down, I break this one out of his cage.
Okay, go ahead and roll another.
The hard cage. My apologies.
Go ahead and roll other sleight of hand check.
Well, honey, why'd you put me in here in the first place?
I didn't do that. I
That's
just work
not.
here.
That's not what friends do.
I just work here.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Well, and this is Greg or Dag.
Greg's talking to you.
Well, Greg, where am
Greg's
I?
a little bit taller, so you can clearly tell he's in charge.
Where? Well, Greg, honey, where am I at?
You're at the Isles of Exile.
And who, you said you just work here. Well, who do you work for?
I don't know. I've never actually seen his face.
Oh.
We kind of just get our paycheck in the form of a couple of gold to get dropped in our barracks every night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, honey, do you happen to know where my stuff is?
No, I'd assume that they probably stored it in one of the rooms through the other side of the aisle.
It's what direction?
We can show you. It's not that hard.
Oh, that would be amazing.
There's no medieval direct deposit?
No, unfortunately, no, they haven't figured that one out yet. Gosh, it would be great if it would just magically fly itself to the banking islands. That would be great.
Now, do you mind if my friend? I don't want you to get hurt, so I need you to step back a little bit. But do you mind if my friend Irid here gets me out of this?
Yeah, sure. Just try not to damage too much of the property. We do have to kind of keep things nice, We could get fired, and that would just not be great for us
and we
financially.
we don't want that, honey.
We got a wife and kids at home. We got to support. So.
Oh, you have a wife and kids?
Yeah.
Do both of y'all have a wife and kids?
Smash!
Yeah.
And you get me out of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
So Aster climbs out,
You're
and she says, "Thank you, Irid." And then she looks at Greg and Dag. Do you mind if we let our other friend out here? And she looks at Maurice. She's pointing at Maurice.
Maurice.
Oh, yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Irid, do you mind?
Smash.
Okay, so all 5 of you are now officially out of your cages on the ground.
Aster stretches wide.
Ruinell's just like shouldering it a little bit.
Oh
shouldering
yeah,
her arm a
we
little
noticed that's kind of a fancy thing you got going on there. It's kind of cool. Big
Greg,
fans.
bit. Thanks, I
You're
guess.
welcome.
Greg, Dag,
Yeah.
you said you could show us, where to go to get our stuff back, and maybe show us how to get out so we can go upon our way. Do you mind doing that?
Oh yeah, sure, that's fine, I guess.
Ah, that would be amazing. Thank you, darling. And she just kind of, pats his shoulder.
Yeah.
I imagine like right now, like Ruinell's arm is just kind of like because it's shrinking back into size or into like normalcy. It's just like dragging along the ground a little bit.
That's really funny, actually.
Aster,
Oh, it's like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
slowly
By the
like,
gods,
coiling
this
back
hurts.
in.
Aster is going to, she says, well, thank you, darling. And she
Oh, yeah,
pats
you're
the
welcome.
shoulder, and she kind of hooks her arms, and there's like in the middle. So like she's put herself in the middle of them.
Okay.
And so Greg is on one arm and Dag is on the other. And she's just kind of like hooked him, just kind of like trotting along.
They don't have really an arm free, so you'd have to convince them to make an arm free because they keep one hand on their like shield, and then one hand is like always like on the draw on their blade.
Like on the pommel.
So you would have to convince.
Well,
them.
but they consider us friend. They consider me friend.
They do, but it's also like you can tell that it's like part of their training that they always, because they were walking like that even by themselves.
Do either of them have a like dagger or like free blade that I could maybe get from them? Nope, they don't have an extra weapon on them.
Not that you can see. I mean, you can roll investigation, I guess.
That's a fancy sword you got there. Do you have another one that I could like look at and fiddle with while we're walking?
No, I mean this is it.
And he like pulls it out to show you for like a brief second.
Oh,
and
That
he
looks
just puts it
heavy.
back.
can I hold it?
No, we're not allowed to even.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't want to get you in trouble.
Like I can't even see Deg's sword. We
Oh.
have, it's part of like our protocol that we have to
These are
we have
way-
to maintain our inventory at all times.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
They're a
Well-
little funny.
Well, darlings, just lead the way.
Okay.
But she is going to stay kind of in the middle of them.
Okay. So Greg and Deg, wonderfully named, are going to guide you to the far end, which I mean,
To get our stuff.
everything's a far end. They're guiding you to where
Yes.
they think your stuff would be.
Okay.
Again, you can tell that they really don't know much. They're kind of just told like, hey, look at these people, make sure that they don't do anything sketchy. But they're charmed right now.
I'm going to turn to Irit while we're walking and just make kind of a, like when somebody's doing like a little wave, like they, with their index finger, they'll kind of just like scrunch it and be like, but I'm technically, it's pointed in the direction of you. I'm casting message, keep an eye on Maurice. And then she turns back around and just kind of giggles and like continues on. But she does say, keep an eye on Maurice while we're walking, please.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, message like they can send back a message.
You can
correct?
send something back. I can't remember the exact
I've got it. Give me a
restriction.
second. You point your finger towards a creature within range and whisper a message. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Yeah.
You can cast a spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond blah, 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 blah.
Your message responds with, "You got it." I imagine we're going in a line, correct?
Or,
Yeah,
you know,
you're
like
going
a grouping of sorts
Oh,
is what I figured.
It would kind of be in the very back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you're walking in a group, but yes, you're walking in a straight line. You're not like taking any weird zigzag paths or anything. So yeah, they guide you and they say, oh yeah, look, there's Bill and Phil up ahead. You're reaching what is the edge of this big cavernous room, and there is a tunnel of light, and it's a hallway, and you can see two more guards, Bill and Phil.
Billip and Philip.
That's their legal name.
Philip and Philip.
To friends, they're Bill and Phil.
Oh yeah, look, there's Bill and Phil up ahead.
And they like, you can see like their light, their torches are there, and then they disappeared on the hallway on the other side.
They
like,
they
"Aw."
disappeared down
It's
the
like in a
hall.
track.
They're like, oh yeah, you can just go through there. That's fine.
So where they just were?
Yeah, just follow that path. I mean, there's only really one way forward. There's a couple of like side rooms and stuff. but-
All right,
cool.
all right.
Thank you, honey.
All
do
right.
you happen to know, like, are Philip and Philip gonna come back, or is there anybody else we might want to say hi to up ahead?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really know who's working. I just know my shift.
Gotcha. But you wouldn't know if anybody else is like on a specific hallway. Not the person, but if anybody else would be on a hallway, stationed at a hallway.
Well, sometimes we keep people in the armory or in the barracks if they're off their shift, but I don't know who's dispersed where right now.
So directionally, where would the armory or the barracks be? Because we don't want to interrupt anybody's day.
Oh, you just keep following the hallway, you'll get to it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, darling.
Oh, you're welcome. And they turn around and they start walking back in the other direction like,
Bye,
And then-
Dick.
and
Bye,
then-
Dick.
So they just kind of disappear back, and then their light slowly fades out as they.
I guess we gotta go watch those cages again.
Aster looks at everybody else when Greg and Dag are out of earshot and goes, "All right, I did my part.
Since when did you become so charming?
I've always been this way, darling. You just don't appreciate it."
No, you
No, really, I don't.
You're and Ruinell are both like, nah. Don't believe it for a second.
Are you hearing this?
I hear it. I don't believe it though.
So I guess are you following in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm with y'all.
Yes, but
yeah.
can the strongest people get in the front, please?
Oh, thank you.
That would not be me.
I was not talking about you.
I don't know. I just
who's claiming to be the strongest?
Ear kind of like looks over and is.
It's fine.
Everyone's looking past their shoulders.
That was like literally rhetorical. Like that was not me saying that in game.
Oh.
Yeah, Maurice is gonna hang at the back, and he's been kind of limping the entire time. You can tell he's not doing too great.
Cool.
He's been at a better place in his life, and it is not right now.
So you're still in the backpack?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just stay in the front where I am, just in case I have to charm anybody else.
Okay.
Ruin, I'll probably like stay behind her in case like a quick jab needs to be done.
Okay. So as you go in the hallway, there's just to the right it turns off to the right, and that's where Bill and Phil went. Why don't you go ahead and roll me a perception check?
Rolled a 3 + 1, so a 4.
17.
13 + 1, 14.
Hope has a 15.
Okay, so that makes sense because Irit's in the very back, correct? So Irit doesn't hear this, but you can hear like Bill and Phil talking to themselves, and they're walking like,
Yo, yeah, check out these cool bracers I got.
and like, you can tell that he's very excited about them. They're like pretty shiny, which and
And it's like, yeah, I really like it. Oh yeah, check out this mace that I got. And he's like, showing off. Phil is showing off Bill his mace, and so they're just like walking to the end of the hallway, and you can see them at this point. They're facing the other way that they're walking away from you.
I look at everybody and I go, "They have our stuff."
I can get it back.
Okay, so I know I can't see this in game, but I can, in real life, hear Adam's blood pressure rising.
As they're walking down the hallway, they're at the other side of the hallway, but currently they're not facing you.
Can I kill them?
I'm not gonna tell you no, but can you take both of them?
Are they like side by side?
Yeah, they're walking side by side.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Not
sure.
like this. Oh, I could make a fork out of my hand and just or like a pitchfork and just.
Yeah, you
gut
have
them.
one more.
Are they
use,
both?
correct?
Are they both wearing metal armor though?
They're both wearing full plate armor. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because like, it'll probably take a lot to pierce. Then
Yeah.
Do we want to try to get other stuff first and then come back for the rest of our stuff? Or do we want to try to get these people now and get some of our stuff now,
they could
but
pose
also alarm others that we're here?
they could pose a threat either way.
He has my mace.
He has
Let's take these
he has my braces.
Your mace and your brace.
I can't see.
You can see them. You can't hear them. You couldn't hear what they were saying. Yeah. That's what that perception roll was for.
You just stay back there.
I have been bringing my soul, like the spirit weapon, with me. It goes 20 feet, and then you see it go 20 feet, and it's like it goes and it stops, and then it goes and it stops, and then it goes and it stops.
Wait, could you use that to get them?
I mean, I could do a sneak attack. I have not so great stealth. I have disadvantage on stealth.
They're not facing you, so
Yeah.
you would have the upper hand.
Aster looks at Irit and says, "Hey, come here.
Irit would then kind of walk over and be like, I'm
Hey.
trying to keep an eye on Maurice. What's up?
I know. I'll keep an eye on him if you will help Ruinel and Hope go knock those 2 guards out or something so we can get some of our stuff because they have our bracers and our mace.
We can also take their armor and
But-
swords.
You're
Yeah.
not part of this conversation.
But yeah, yes, like, we could use what they have, but like we want our stuff back too. But I can't really help. All I can do is charm.
Oh, dude, I got this.
Okay, thank you. Can you go help them and I'll keep an eye on Maurice?
I got you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Sneak attack.
Yep.
Also, roll for stealth to see if Maurice will hear what you said.
Stealth or perception?
Stealth.
Because
Use
I was going to
stealth.
say we could roll a contested perception.
Is
that.
everyone rolling stealth?
No,
it's just
this
the
is-
2 of us.
Because they were having a
Uh,
conversation and they mentioned Maurice.
I rolled a 12 plus 2, 14.
Because I'm assuming you're actively trying to not like let anyone else hear.
Yeah,
this
that's a
conversation.
19.
Okay. 17. He also got a 19.
Roll off?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Crit fail.
Oh, cool. Cool.
So yeah, so Maurice didn't hear. So continue on. What was your plan?
So Aster is going to get Ruinel and Hope to come up real quick. And she looks at all of them with Irit and says, "All right, you 3 are going to go and get our stuff and get whatever you can get off of those 2 guards. But try to do it quickly and as quietly as possible. But I'm going to stay here with Maurice, our new friend."
Oh, good. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be much use. If y'all are gonna do that, I'm gonna sit down. So Maurice just sits down up against a wall.
Go ahead and sit down, darling. It's all right. But get whatever you can that's ours and whatever is theirs, too.
How far ahead of us are they?
They're about 60 feet away from me currently.
I'm gonna have to get close.
But like they're walking slow. They're not. They're like leisurely walking.
So this is a hallway that we're currently in?
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
You can cast fireball.
Okay. No.
I'm a monk.
I didn't ask how
You're
big
gonna
the
cast
room was. I cast fireball.
Is it lit or is it just like it's lit by the torches that the 2 of them are carrying?
It's lit by the 2 torches. There's a couple of torches. There's a torch on either end as well. But the rest of the light is just coming from their torches and is moving with them.
Is it just like one set of torches at the entrance of this hallway, or is it like
Correct.
some arbitrary point in the hallway where there are torches?
No, so it's each end of the hallway. There's a torch on
Okay,
each
alright,
end
alright.
of the.
I cast
got you,
Sacred
I got
Flame.
60.
60 feet. If they're 60 feet in front of us, I'm casting Sacred Flame.
Hold up. Let's get a little closer so then we can also sneak attack them.
Like all 3 of y'all getting sneak attack at the same time.
Well, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wait. Y'all can get closer. Because I'm no good at sneaking. Right? You get closer, and whenever you give me the signal, I'll cast Sacred Flame. How about that?
But couldn't you hit us?
No.
It's a direct spell. It's
Yeah.
not
Oh, okay.
All
like
right.
fireball.
The
Fireball's an
signal
AoE.
is gonna be me turning on magnitude. You got me?
What?
Whenever I become a little blue,
Well, whenever you turn blue, doesn't that mean that you can't breathe if you turn blue?
Oh, gosh.
it's not that kind of turning blue. It's like a
Joking.
little
Can
aura
Ruinel just
of-
start going ahead
It's
anyways?
like a little blue aura.
Yeah, Ruinel can go ahead and start moving.
All right.
Oh, okay. When you start to glow, I'll cast Sacred Flame.
Perfect.
You're free to go ahead and have a sneak round.
Make it a good one.
We're doing this at the same time, yay?
Yeah.
All right. I look. You ready? Well, I look in like the look of. You ready for this?
Ruinel just nods.
And then Irit's going to go into magnitude 2 and then also punch the back of this guard's head with the acid punch.
Right or left? Right guy or left guy?
I'm going for the left guy.
Okay, I'll go for the guy on the right.
Oh, I was also gonna go for the guy on the right.
You both can go for the guy on the right.
can Ruinel just like try and slam the guard on the right into the wall?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Will that be a strength or roll? Or
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say it's a strength roll. Are you using any sort of feature, or are you just gonna try and like grab him and slam him?
just grabbing and slamming him.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. 9 plus 3, 12.
Okay. I'm gonna roll an opposing strength check to see. 9. Yeah. No, you're fine. You're able to slam one of them into the wall. He's gonna take 2d4 damage. 1 and 3, so he's gonna take 4 damage from slamming him into the wall. He is in full plate, so it's not gonna really affect him too much. Yeah, but needless to say, he's aware that someone's there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Eric, go ahead.
I roll. Natural 1.
Okay, so what were you trying to do?
Punch him
Okay, so
with the acid punch.
okay, yeah, you punch the wall. What's your regular unarmed strike damage?
1d4.
Yeah, take that amount of damage.
It's so self-inflicted.
1.
Okay, you take 1 damage. Not too bad.
So Hope was on her way to attack the one on the right.
Which is the one that Ruinel also attacked, yeah.
Yeah, and then she sees him totally whiff and then changes targets.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
10.
10, yeah, so you're able to hit, but it doesn't actually do anything. It just kind of like, there's like a loud thunk because it's plate,
Ding.
so you're not able to get through it. Both of the guards are aware of your presence.
Fun.
I would like to try again.
We need to go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Aster's just chilling with Maurice.
That's a 5.
Natural 20 plus 3.
Yeah, baby.
23.
Where was that natural 20 on that
7
punch?
plus 1, 8.
seconds
Are you
ago,
kidding me?
I rolled a nat 20 into a nat 1. Or a nat 1 into a nat 20.
Yeah.
What are the chances of that, Game Master?
And then Aster, do you want to, or do you want to just stay out of it for now?
No, I'm hanging out with Maurice to make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, Maurice has not moved.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm also not going to be useful in this, probably.
Hope had a 5. Okay.
Wait, you said they're 60 feet?
Yeah.
They're
about.
60 feet away?
Yeah.
I actually will get in sight because
One may be like 65 now because Ruinel just like threw him against the
I was
wall.
gonna
He probably
say,
slid a little bit.
if they end up within 60 feet of me,
Yeah.
there are some things I can do from afar. So like,
Okay, would you like to go ahead and enter initiative?
I'll go ahead and enter initiative, but
Okay.
I'm not constantly going to be in initiative.
You just pass your turn if you don't need it. Okay, go ahead.
17.
17. Okay. So Irit, you will go ahead and lead our initiative.
I'm gonna let loose a few punches into this guard.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that hurts to see. Got a natural 2.
Yeah, no. Doesn't
I'm going to then
You whiff
use
again.
one of my key points to activate my flurry of blows to give myself 2 more. Okay, 13 plus 7. That's pretty good. That's an unnatural 20.
Okay, that hits. Go ahead and roll
Dirty
damage.
20.
Dirty.
Which one are you attacking? The one on the left?
Yes.
Okay.
4, 4, 3 plus 5. 4, 4, 8 plus 3. That's 11 plus 5. That's 16.
16 damage?
Yes, for that punch.
Okay. Where are you punching him?
What is he facing me at this point?
He's like probably turning to face you.
Okay.
Because you rolled higher in initiative than him, so I'll say that he's probably about to turn. Or he's like turning towards you. In the
All
middle.
right. My goal initially was to hit him kind of in the back of the head, where like the armor would kind of rattle his brain a bit.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna still try to do that, but and continue. You know what? It's metal, right?
It is.
I'm gonna do lightning damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're striking him in the head in his plate armor with
Yes.
lightning damage.
Yes.
Okay, and that's what? How many hit points?
16.
Whoa.
The guard on the left.
That's intelligence.
You see some smoke come out of his armor and he crumples. Yeah.
Can I then kind of move over to the other one that she's at and do my last unarmed strike on her?
Sure.
Him,
Being ruined
on
now.
it, the guard.
On the second guard.
On
that
the second
Ruinel
guard,
is
thank
attacking,
you.
Yes. Yeah.
If you punch me, I swear.
Oh. I probably just punched her. I got a nat 1.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your full lightning damage.
I'm sorry.
Below,
I'm very
baby.
sorry.
Can I roll a saving throw?
Can roll a dexterity saving throw, but it has to be higher than
Okay, another 16 damage.
Okay, so I want you to roll another d20, and if it's higher than Ruinel's saving throw, then it's going to hit.
7 + 1, 8.
All right. If you roll anything higher than an 8, you're it.
Another nat 1!
What's your to hit?
+7.
So it's 2 8s. Roll off.
3, 2, 1. 16. I rolled higher.
Okay, so
Oh no.
yeah. 16
Ouch.
points of damage, Ruinel, unfortunately. And you're a little stunned. Shocked, one might say.
Woman
Yeah.
down. Woman down. How much health do you have?
Oh my god.
Actually, 14 now.
Okay.
Yeah. So Aster, it is now your turn. If you would like to do anything.
So if I take, let's say, like 10 feet forward, am I still able to see Maurice?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like how far out of sight range of Maurice can I get?
I'd say probably 30 or 40 feet.
Okay, so I'll step about 40.
It's only really dark in the very middle of the hallway, and the hallway is about 60 to 70 feet.
Yeah, I'll take about 20 steps forward, or 20 feet forward, and then I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery
Okay.
onto the remaining guard.
Oh, bless her heart, honey. Your mama must have dropped you on your head.
Okay. Yeah.
Burn.
Go ahead and I don't think is that a wisdom save?
It is a whiz.
Okay.
High five.
Thank you.
Okay. It's a 13.
It is.
He saves.
That was a sick burn, though.
That was
you.
awesome.
That was.
Thank you.
He probably just doesn't hear it through the plate armor, and the fact that he just like smashed into a wall, his ears are still ringing a little bit, so he doesn't hear you.
Okay. Really have a good. Well, hold on. Let me
Is Vicious
check.
Mockery a bonus action?
No.
Vicious Mockery is a cantrip.
Yes, but it still uses an action, correct?
Yes, because casting is an action.
Yes, it uses an action.
I, as my bonus action, I'm going to Bardic Inspiration Ear
Okay.
and which is inspo die, so d6 for ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws.
Okay.
And I'm going to call out to him. Ear, darling, you go get them, because I obviously can't.
Fruhinel, it's your turn.
Do I have to get up as an action?
No.
Okay.
We'll say they didn't knock you down to the
Okay.
ground completely.
All right. Well, considering I don't want this guard to get any more hits, can I turn my wooden arm into a blade and try and stab him again?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Can I do it with strength or?
You can do it with strength or dexterity
Actually, wait.
to hit.
The wait. Where's my thing? Rolling to hit. Please be good. A 6.
That's a 9, buddy.
Wait, that's 9. Oh, then 9.
See that little dot?
Yeah. No, that doesn't hit. A 9 will not hit.
All right. Well, can I at least back away?
Sure. Yeah. So you're turning your arm into a
Blade.
blade. Okay, like a sword or like a dagger or a spear or an
Kind
axe.
of just
or-
like just a sword.
Okay, so like a sword, and then you back away.
Mm-hmm.
You'll still be able to use that arm as a weapon, but that is your last transformation of your arm, I believe.
For now until I do
a short rest, right?
Yeah. It says here twice per short rest. Yes.
Yeah. So until you do a short rest, I mean, you can change your arm back, but that's it. You won't be able to do
Right.
anything else with it.
No, it's just stuck for the rest of of the day as a sword.
But yeah, so you move back here.
So if he has his arm as the sword, can he continue to use it as a sword?
Yes.
He just can't transform it into anything else until he
Correct.
takes a short rest?
Correct. He can transform it back
Yeah,
into
he
his
can transform
hand.
like into a normal hand, but he can't like make anything else that's not a normal hand until
Correct.
his next short.
Yeah.
Solid.
It's a transformation cycle. Like
Right.
to something and then back to hand.
I was curious.
Like a beautiful butterfly.
Well, butterflies don't turn back into caterpillars.
I'm just saying.
But yes.
Circle of life.
They don't.
No.
No.
So next in initiative is Hope.
My spiritual weapon only lasts for a minute, so it's disbanded by now, I'm sure, because it's taken longer than a minute
Yeah.
to walk from the
Yes.
cages to this point. I have a freebie weapon, Sacred Flame. I'm going to hit him with Sacred Flame again.
Okay. What is Sacred Flame a?
It's an action. 60 feet instantaneous. Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw
Okay,
or
that's what
take
I was wondering.
1d8. The target gains no benefit from cover. He has no cover.
Okay, your spell save DC is 13, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's going to go ahead and make it at disadvantage because he's on the ground in full plate armor. And it's not doing so hot currently. So that's a 17. 3. Yeah, no, he fails.
I would like to do non-lethal damage because we might need him. Non-lethal damage because we might need him to help us find our stuff.
Okay.
It's a 1d8. 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay, yeah, he's down to 0.
But he's not dead.
Because you called it beforehand. Yeah, he's not dead.
He's knocked out.
Yeah, he's unconscious. But is incapacitated. And
I grab my mace.
that brings you out of initiative. All of your items were on these 2 guards.
Yay!
I'd like to go back to my base form.
Okay. Did
I have been keeping track of how much damage I've been taking.
Okay, good.
So can they grab all of our stuff plus their stuff?
All of our stuff plus their stuff.
Yeah, you can. So a full set of plate armor, I believe, is about 65 pounds. It increases your armor class to 18.
Please.
However, you have to be
Please.
proficient with it.
I just grabbed back the stuff that was mine initially.
Okay.
But like weaponry.
Weaponry, they have. Hold on, let me make sure.
I go back to Maurice and I pull him up off the ground and I say, "Hey, come up over here real quick. Let's see if you've got any of your stuff over here too."
Okay.
That way we're all together looking through this stuff.
Okay. Let me. He's just like.
She's
Right. And he's just.
she
trying to
covers
get off
his
the
mouth.
ground.
She goes, "I'm sorry, but you're way too loud."
Well, you try not having anything to eat for God's knows how long.
Well, look, maybe they've got a snack on them.
Oh, goodness, I hope so. That'd be great.
I actually
have my
had
steaks?
rations in my pack. I had rations in my pack, so can I just give him the food?
Sure.
And
Yeah.
So we're all together now.
Yeah.
I want to give him a thing of rations, and I also want to do a medical check on him to see if there's
Okay.
anything I can do. It's a 22.
Yeah, you can like get him back to 1 HP, but he's still unconscious.
No, the Maurice.
Oh, okay.
Maurice.
Yeah, I mean, you can help him a little bit, I guess, but he's really it's exhaustion, so it's not really something that you can medically fix. I mean, you can make him feel a little bit better, I'm sure, with some herbs.
Rub his tummy.
bed.
Yeah,
You like put some moisturizer in his tummy.
yeah. Homeboy has this thing called sleep debt.
But in this time, Irit like turns to Runel. It's just like, "I'm so sorry, Runel. I did not mean to hit you." He like gives her a hug.
I'll get you back one day.
Yes,
Uh,
you will. Yes, you will.
So you had asked about what was on the guards. So they have their torch, their shield, of course, the full plate, and then they each had a long sword.
So it's 2 long swords. Do I only get 1 attack with the sword arm before it changes back, or?
No, you can keep attacking with it.
Okay. So, for the time being, until I really need it, I'm gonna say y'all take the swords. I've got mine.
You have to have proficiency to use a longsword, right? Or do you?
It's
In
a
martial weapons.
it is a versatile weapon.
It's not.
You can
So I-
use it
so
with
I
one
could?
hand.
Yeah, you can use it with one hand.
So I could.
Are you
So I could acquire one.
are you proficient with
Martial weapons.
martial weapons?
Mostly to sell later.
Yes, I mean you can take whatever you want. to sell.
Okay. Wait, so you're saying I could take the plate armor too? Or would you would I?
If you want to, you're just gonna. Your movement speed's gonna be a little bit less.
Yeah,
than
no.
what it is
I'll
now.
just take
And-
I'll take the longsword to sell
And
later.
you can also probably can also deal with like some level of
Do they have any gold on them,
Disadvantage
DM?
still.
Would you like me to roll for that?
Yeah, roll for gold.
I imagine you could use Runel could use the one of the long swords
Mhm.
Can I reroll that?
Yeah,
and
actually,
like
yeah.
have it as
Dual
as
wielding.
dual wielding.
Yeah. Especially that way.
With the 2 weapon fighting. Imagine Runel could use one of the long swords.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Like
Yeah.
as
As for 2 weapon fighting.
for
Correct.
2 weapon fighting. Yeah.
That's a 13 investigation, DM.
You find like 3 gold each.
I'll take it.
All right.
Okay.
Wait, 3 gold each? As in I've looted 6 gold off of both of them.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Does anyone need a sword? I'm want to give you all the chance to have one before I take it,
I'm taking one of them, but I'm gonna sell it later.
or you can just give it to me if I don't get my swords back.
There's 2 swords. I'm taking one of them.
You have all of your equipment back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, then I'll just keep my swords then.
Okay.
Then yeah, I'll take the long sword too, just to have.
Yeah, what is the damage of your short sword, and what is the damage of
The damage of my short sword is
because the damage of a long sword is a D8.
is
Or
a
one-
D6.
Yeah, so it's a D8 if you use a longsword, or a D10 if you use a two-handed.
All right, so I'm gonna take this long sword then.
Yeah, so what you could do is have your
Dual wield the longsword, or
yeah,
use,
you could dual wield the long swords.
Yeah,
Is it a slash weapon or is it a pierce? Or...
I
It
believe
is
it's-
slashing.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So you have one longsword, and Aster has another longsword.
Do they have any potions?
You can roll investigation.
It's a 13.
No, they do not have any potions.
Can I take at least like some of the shoulder and like I guess like armor?
Yeah, you can take some of the
Yeah,
place.
because like will that affect like like walking or actions or anything like that?
No, not currently.
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole thing was like, bracers. Are those good for me? Can I use those?
Yeah.
You can take parts of it if you want. Yeah.
I'll take bracers.
Okay.
I'll just take like the shoulder and will the leg armor affect anything either?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Are you putting it on?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe that you're proficient with heavy armor as well.
Well, I know, but it would be a matter of yes, fighters are proficient with heavy armor.
Okay, yeah. So any of the heavy armor you want to take, but you would have to put on a full set to get the full 18.
Okay.
AC.
Well, I've already got the. Well, I just don't want the disadvantage with stealth, so I can keep the chainmail shirt probably or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'll just take at least like some of the armor and leg stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll have to homebrew something at some point to make your AC a little bit higher, but not a full set. We'll probably upgrade you to like half plate or something like that.
Yeah, I think that is.
Upgrade.
I think that is half plate.
Yeah, I believe that's just half plate.
Yeah.
That's what you're describing. Okay, cool. Ready?
I want to do another investigation check to see if they have any sort of like parchments or invitations or legal documents of any kind.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
7.
No, they don't have anything.
They don't have anything. These guards are useless.
You tell me.
At the end of the hallway where Bill and Phil were, there's a turn to the left.
We were told to keep going straight though, to get, in theory, out. I believe.
That is straight. There's no other way to go.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Straight enough.
Yeah.
Hope walks up to the edge and then kind of peeks around to see if the hall is clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Let's go, guys. Move,
We
move,
go.
move.
Let's go, girls.
Hope, do you have anything to heal? Someone may have kind of hurt me.
Now,
I'm sorry.
so everyone's walking down that hallway. Have you helped like Maurice?
Maurice.
Did we just leave him?
Hurry, the baguettes. Hurry up.
Did we just leave him behind?
He's with us. I brought him over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you did, but I didn't know if you were making sure he was still with you.
Oh, okay.
What's your marching order currently, like front to back?
Because you're still watching Maurice, correct?
I was watching Maurice while y'all were fighting, but I was in the front originally just in case I needed to charm someone if they came up on us. I don't really think it matters what order. I mean, I will stay in the front if you want and just have Maurice next to me if you want to take up the rear.
Okay.
Okay. So it's me. So it's Aster, Maurice in the front. And then I'm I'm assuming not Aster, Ruinel and Hope, and then Irit in the back.
Who all is down on health? Just the one?
I'm missing like 3.
Suffer.
Yeah, because you punched the wall.
Oh no, that was 1 damage,
Oh.
and then I took 2 damage from being in magnitude.
Oh, that's right.
Okay, I'll cast Healing Word on Ruinel at level 2.
Okay.
I need
1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 2.
So it's 6.
So you come to a intersection. To one end appears to be a dead end, and to the right is another stretch of hallway.
I guess we keep going.
Check for traps.
Is there a secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel. What do you mean secret tunnel?
Like, oh, is it just like a straight dead end, or is it like an indent and then a dead end?
Yeah. There's like another little section of hallway, but you can see like the wall.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking about it in like Elden Ring circumstances of like you hit the wall and like it immediately just fades away.
Okay.
There's probably nothing. I'm guessing is there.
You can go try if you want to.
All right. Rowanell goes up and just like taps the wall to like check to see if it sounds hollow or anything like that.
Okay, let me roll. No, it's a wall.
I'm just checking. Hey man, I'm just checking. Hey, you never know. You never know.
Tick,
No, it's
tick,
just
tick,
a
tick, tick.
And we're walking.
For our audio listeners, our DM just rolled a dice, didn't look at the result, and said that.
Yeah, no, so there's nothing. It's just a death.
Yeah, I was checking, man.
It
Yeah,
was
so,
really funny.
so to the other side is the extended hallway.
Check for traps.
Or you want to check for traps? Okay, so roll a... Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation. Hope.
Can I roll for perception because it's better?
Did you already roll?
I rolled, but then I haven't added a modifier to it yet.
No.
It's a 13.
13. Yeah, you don't see anything.
We continue walking.
Yep. Okay. So there's another little section off to the right, and there's a set of double doors, and then the hallway does keep going straight.
It just keeps going?
Yeah, it just keeps going. There's a hallway.
Okay.
You can see a bit of light at the end of the hallway as well, I should add.
Oh.
As you're moving down, it gets a little bit easier to see.
How many more feet down the hallway? Do we see light coming
An
in?
amount that the DM has not decided, so I don't know.
700.
This is an infinite hallway that.
Okay, let's just keep going straight.
Okay, so you're gonna pass.
Part of me,
See the light
yeah,
of day.
part of me really wants to go like put my ear up to the doors and see if I hear anything or like if
Go
I
for
can
it.
see anything underneath the door, like you
Yeah,
know.
go for it.
So investigation or perception?
Yeah, go and do perception if you're listening.
Okay, yeah.
Door.
17.
17, you don't hear anything.
Is it
Yes,
locked?
hear it.
I was dispensed.
Is the door locked?
Can I try and see if the door is locked?
Yeah, you can try. You're just trying to open the door.
I feel like it's literally
Go
about
ahead.
to open a barrack door. Like,
Okay,
I open the door.
so Irid opens the door
It opens the door.
and open it, and it's like an armory.
heck yes!
This is the greatest day of my life.
Everybody in real quickly. Come on.
Move, move, move.
And I close the door behind us.
Okay.
This is the greatest day of my life, probably.
So you can kind of look around if there's anything that you want. You see several sets of armor. You see a wall with racks of like different swords and various other weapons. Lots of martial weapons. A couple of long bows and things like that as well, with some sets of arrows. And then there's a couple of like little like crates and things like that.
I would like to open one of the crates.
Go ahead.
All right.
It's a
Do I gotta
trap.
roll?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll investigation for once you open the, just to see if you can see what else is in there.
Hey, would it look like that this is just like the continue general? That this is just the armory for all of the guards and the people who work here?
That's what it seems like. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay. You find 20 gold and a banjo.
Something's wrong here.
For our audio listeners, I just freaked out.
To be specific, Mitchell, who plays Irid, just freaked out.
Yes.
All right.
That,
I
yeah,
think
that's all that's in there.
I might know how to play this.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
you
know
take
how to
it.
play that.
You
I
don't
mean-
see it unless he's
Oh.
has Ruinel, has she pulled it out? of
Yeah,
the
she's
chest?
already. Oh, she definitely pulled the gold out.
Okay.
I know how to play that.
I definitely know how to play it.
I don't know how to play that.
Well, then you two pay up or fight it out.
No, honey, I got a fiddle.
Maurice is currently laying on the ground, like eyes closed, like laying back, just trying to get some more rest.
Maurice, honey, is any of this something you can use?
No, not really. Thank you though. I was just gonna try and rest. I'm not really much good to be able to even swing any of those things right now.
Are there any weapons that are enchanted?
Not that you can see, no.
Okay.
So there's no like plus whatever
I mean, you can,
swords.
if any of you have like detect magic, do any of you have detect magic?
No.
If not, you can just do a straight Arcana check, but nothing like, you know, like some weapons, you're like clearly that weapon was like specially forged.
Yeah.
You don't see any like fancy, it's
yeah,
just
no, I rolled an 8 Arcana.
yeah, so you don't feel anything.
Is there like another chest I can look in
Sure,
and see?
yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
13 investigation.
13. You find 7 gold
Okay.
and a lock picking set.
Heck yeah.
So I guess I'm gonna check the last chest.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead. Investigation.
4.
4. You find 2 gold,
and there's a small wooden dog, like just like a little figure. So there's 2 gold and a small wooden dog inside the chest that you opened up.
Definitely stealing somebody's childhood toy.
So woof 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 woof.
Treasured childhood toy.
Are you taking it or are you leaving?
Yeah, I'm taking it. I will call it Lucy.
Okay.
Are there any throwing knives I can take?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll say there are. Okay, yeah, you find 3 throwing knives.
Okay. I'm very sorry, gang.
Can I get a weight counter on Adam?
Oh, what?
A weight counter on Adam?
Yeah, we might need one, but it's fine so far.
Just whenever you're at this part of the episode, in the editing process, please just send us the number of how many times he's gone, wait.
Huh?
Huh? And his ums.
No, send me a counter of every. All right.
That's the armory, gang.
I say we keep walking.
Okay. So you're going to exit the armory and go to the right where the light's coming from at the end of the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. So there is you reach the end of the hallway. There's like a giant like metal gate.
Ooh, a gate.
Ooh, a gate.
Ooh.
What's beyond those gates, guys?
She said the thing. She said the thing.
She said the name of the show.
They said the movie title of the movie.
Absolute
I
cinema.
wonder what awaits beyond the gates, guys.
Absolute cinema.
What's beyond the gate?
I am going to check and see if this gate is locked. Aster is going to walk up and push the gate to see if it is locked or if it's unlocked.
Okay, yeah, it just seems to move freely.
Okay. Well, Aster's going to push through and open it.
Okay. So as you cross onto the other side,
Can we recreate the poster art of the podcast?
Like the pod art.
The podcast
the
art.
logo,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
podcast
yeah,
logo
yeah.
art. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't care. Except there's an extra person with you, so it kind of throws
No,
it
that
off.
person's just laying in the thing for.
He's
a
just
second.
dead.
He's just
All
laying
right.
off screen.
Okay. So if you're just leaving him there, I guess he had his eyes closed. So
No, I'm bringing him with us.
'cause
No, I just wanted to do it for like 5 seconds. We can go back in afterwards and grab him.
No, Aster would have brought Maurice with us.
See, he was laying there, and I was gonna have Hope grab him by the leg and start dragging him, but she has a negative to strength, so she wouldn't get him very
Yeah,
far.
no, Aster would have definitely said, like, hey, get up, we're leaving.
Okay, and he would have followed.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So as you reach the outside, you hear like a thundering voice. Well, well, well. 2 of the people I loathe most in the whole land, the Oracle, and then, well, of course, we cannot forget the legendary Runel Tarsus. Oh, how I wish I would have finished off your house when I had the chance. And, Aster, why don't you go ahead and roll me a,
Perception.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
As that's happening, you're.
Is this a voice I would recognize?
This is a voice you would
Can I get
recognize.
advantage?
Yeah, we'll say roll. So go ahead and roll perception with advantage, because this is a voice that you would be very likely to remember.
It turns to Runel. It's just like, sucks to be you.
17.
Okay, Aster, you would recognize this as the voice of Othelian.
Hello, Othelian.
And that, my friends, is where we'll pick up in our next episode.
This episode of Beyond the Gates features Adam Baeza as Runel of Tarsus, Mitchell Caldwell as Irit Hardstar, Bryleigh Myers as Aster Laveau, and Chelsea Willis as Hope Bright Shadow. This episode was written and edited by Jacob Breaux, produced by Jesse Adkins, with the main theme composed by Stephen Matherne. If you like our show, please share it with a friend and rate us on your listening platform. Our next episode will drop on February 12th, so stay tuned and we'll see you then. Who's that?